Uh-oh, Celtics versus Lakers. Let's go. Who do they got? Chauncey Billups, Karis LeVert, Peja Stojakovic, Dave DeBush, and Hakeem Olajuwon. All right, time to get into the games.
And best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and on the sideline David Aldridge. And with us tonight, four-time NBA champion Shaquille O'Neal. Doesn't that sound great when you hear that? All the team success you had in addition to the individual.
I love it when you say it. I love it so much that I can impersonate your voice. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Good. It's great to have you here by my side, Kevin, and a shout out to our terrific 2K crew.
How'd that sound?
That was amazing.
You like that?
How did you do
That was
impressive.
I don't know.
What is happening right now?
That is amazing.
I don't know.
Oh my! I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Stunned.
Derek's hair is like something else.
Among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work. But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective." Guys?
Thanks, David. So many outstanding players in the league today, perhaps dizzying for the casual fan. Shaq, any up-and-coming players that they should take note of? If fans are asking you, who should I keep my eye on, what would you tell them?
Well, Greg played with his father. I played against him in some tough battles. Well, the older him, because the younger Sabonis was a monster. But Domantas Sabonis, he's a nightly double-double, great skill, strong in equal measure. Don't forget about Pascal Siakam. Rock'em Siakam. And Brandon Ingram. You know, he's really coming on with this fresh new start.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I haven't won a tip yet.
Nowitzki. Then it's Jones. And it's Hardaway in at the one spot. And for the Lakers, DeBusschere is out there with Olajuwon. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then there's Stojakovic. And it's LeVert in at the shooting guard position. Now, here is Olajuwon. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing.
Yeah, I might be a mismatch.
Count it.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Shaq, you stay very involved with the game, hang out with a lot of the players, talk with coaches, you go to many games. Name some personalities that you enjoy the most, guys you like hanging around with.
Well, I hang around with everybody, but a few guys shaped my mentality. The gentleman next to you, he doesn't know this, but I knew that when he was in college, he already had his T-shirt business, a real estate license. So I really learned the business from him. And it was D. Scott. D. Scott taught me to, just have fun and be silly. Alonzo taught me to be serious and be more focused. Hanging out with LeBron and Kobe. I'm just happy to have the ability to just be blessed and just meet so many people.
That's a varied list.
That is.
A nice compliment to you.
It's an honor to be on that.
Yes.
Damn, Olajuwon going to the well early.
Yeah, I bought a house and you overcharged me for the interest, but that's okay.
Here's Hardaway. Following the score by Hakeem Olajuwon. Nowitzki, the pass to Tatum. Fires from the line. Goes back up. Olajuwon
Jesus.
with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Now here's Billups. Uses the glass
Jesus.
to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Hardaway. Following the basket by Chauncey Billups. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
God, that's just great persistence from Nowitzki. Tracks down the offensive board thanks to his outstanding positioning.
Well, Shaq, one of your more famous quotes of late has been, rings, Ernie, rings. All joking aside, is the number of titles a player wins the best measurement for where they stand in history?
I think it's a piece of the pie, but it's a large piece. It's a good tiebreaker when comparing greats to other greats. It was always the standard of what a great player should be. And
A championship is a championship no matter.
no matter what. And I didn't make the rules. I just try to abide by them. But yeah, I think the more rings, the more you can say how great you were.
I think it's a good point because and it's all relative. Because,
That wasn't pretty, but it was good.
But most people
Wasn't
would
pretty,
say
but it was
Michael
good.
Getting 6 in his era was the equivalent to that, and then you could go a step further with Kobe, and you having 5, you having 4 because of free agency and the impact of that. So I do think it's, as Shaq said, it does matter because great players win championships, but there are other metrics that you have to look at as well.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Al Horford. He's checked in for DeBusschere. Walker comes in for Stojakovic. Marley's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Kemba Walker in for Chauncey Billups.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Shaq, your kids are getting to the age where they're on everyone's radar as prospects. Talk about the role that you play in that process.
I tell them that I can help them through recruitment so they make informed decisions. But, ultimately the choices are their own. I told them that, yes, I am your father, but when we talk about certain things, I'm not your father, I am your advisor.
And how has it gone so far? Like in the very first parts of you going through this process, how's that gone?
Well, I like to live the deja vu process. The same thing that my father did for me. I do the same thing for my kids. I just tell them, hey, you make the decision, and I'll either tell you it's a good decision, it's a bad decision, but I'll have to ultimately, respect what you say. So I just try to stay out of the way.
It's great honesty. And the pass to Willis. Hughes against Marley. Hughes, the pass to Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Guys,
Oh yeah, that's Marcus Camby, baby.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They could use a bucket. Second chance shot.
Damn,
Olajuwon
fucking
shot
Olajuwon's so good.
Olajuwon's got 6. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Now Smith, 9 points last game. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Willis. Over Horford.
Oh,
Didn't get his first shot to go.
that was a pretty good shot.
As the first quarter
I thought Willis was going to hit a jumper.
Celtics lead by 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
The Celtics with the lead.
And you look at the news every day, so much division. Commissioner Adam Silver has talked about basketball and sports really.
There you go, Jermaine O'Neal.
Unifying force, and Shaq, it definitely does bring us together.
You know, the NBA is a melting
Man, O'Neal needs a
pot.
headband.
It's not about where you're from or what language you speak. It's all about teamwork, discipline, and respect. And I've always said there's two things, despite what you have going on in the world, especially stressful, there's two things that'll shut all that down: music and sports.
They always do it. But isn't it great to be associated with the league that is on the forefront of those kinds of things?
I don't know about that, but it's great to be associated with you and Greg.
Oh, isn't
how
that
nice
sweet?
is that? Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I've
getting
been waiting to
emotional.
come down here for years.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Kenny and Ernie. Ha, 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 ha.
What the hell? I want to throw the Camby, not the Wally Zerbiak.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Cassell is out there with Larry Hughes. Then it's O'Neal. It's Camby, and it's Serbiak in at the 3 slot. Here's Olajuwon.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And that one falls for Olajuwon. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeBusschere, he's checked in for Horford. Stojakovic comes in for Walker. Karis LeVert's checked in for Marley. And Chauncey Billups has subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Olajuwon drops them both.
My Elijah might have like 10 points.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And when people talk about the most dominant teams in the league, Shaq, in league history, your 2000-2001 Laker team has to be in that conversation. They say winning a title isn't easy, but that season you guys made it look easy.
Every time I talk about this, I get upset, Kevin, because we were determined to go 16-0, and we didn't double team Allen Iverson in that game 1 because for a lot of points. 15-1 is not bad. We felt invincible, and we were, but the goal was to go 16-0 and be the most dominant team ever.
It was one of the all-time great finals games.
First free throw is
Ooh,
good.
clean.
Nowitzki revolutionized the stretch 4, right? I mean, this is the unique, big, and influential player on multiple generations.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to LeVert. And here's DeBusschere. Pass to Billups. He gets
How the
that
hell did he get that in?
And it becomes an iconic sight, Shaq. Your statue decorating the Staples Center, immortalized in bronze. It's so impressive. What was that like?
You know, I just got to spend the day with former teammates, coaches, Laker legends. Special feeling. Every time I look up, it just, brings back memories. I just want to thank the Laker organization.
Shaq, it's very emotional
He
on
is
you.
very
You notice this?
emotional.
He is. It's a couple times now that
Jerry
we've
West,
seen you.
Magic Johnson.
This is very sad, even for us as your co-broadcasters here. We're even shedding a tear.
Kevin, why don't you give him a big hug?
Come here.
Lamar Odom, Devin George.
Oh, come on, man.
Tim Murphy.
I played perfect defense the first time. He gets the ball back, and then I foul him. Come on.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good.
How many points does this guy have?
Job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Jack, you played on some great teams with a lot of other great players. Who stands out as maybe the best of the best you played with?
Well, I don't like to isolate these guys, but I just say I was lucky enough to have a three amigo set. Penny Hardaway, Kobe Bryant, and D. Wade. And then, towards the end of my career, I got to play with LeBron James and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, but I was a little too old now.
I tell you, big fella, a lot of people forget just how special Penny Hardaway was because of the injury.
It was special.
Now, here is DeBusschere. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Outside, Billups. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Right wing. Here's Nowitzki. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Can't leave Nowitzki open, man, especially when I'm getting his release down.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Lakers. And then for Boston, Willis comes in for Porzingis. And Smith subbed in for Jones. The pass to LeVert. Now, here is DeBusschere. Outside, Horford. This is to Billups. Lock at 6. LeVert with a wide open look. And again, the Lakers no good. And Shaq, a pleasure to have you with us. Great to hear your observation as always. I hope you join us again.
I will. Happy to give them any time. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much.
Man, they really are chomping at the bit to get you back up there.
Yeah, they want you back in the studio.
Nope, I'd rather be here with you guys.
Good. We want you here too. Greg, how awesome is it to have Shaq with us, a guy who's been in the limelight for so long, and yet he seems to deal with it effortlessly.
Ooh, another green?
Greatness, making difficult things.
Starting to get the greens, baby. Starting to get the greens.
Shaq did it on the court for 19 years, 15 as an all-star, and now he's doing it as an analyst.
For Boston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Walker's checked in for DeBusschere. Marley comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Kemba Walker in for Chauncey Billups. The free throw drops for Smith.
And we know that when Dennis Smith Jr. is playing to his strengths, this guy is an effective player. The key for him moving forward is he's got to find a way to be consistent.
Shots good by Walker.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of
Is that Kemba Walker? Yeah, Kemba Walker.
For that shot.
Wait, why am I taking out?
Celtics
What the
leading
hell?
by 10.
Why am I taking out?
Right side Hardaway. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Hardaway has got 4 this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
Kemba Walker's head is
There's a
huge.
high level of activity always with Kemba Walker. The action he's creating happens fast. He is so good at making the defender foul.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Outside Hardaway. Passes to Nowitzki. And the last shot before the ball is off.
Well, we love Al Horford because he's an effective two-way player. His attention to detail on the defensive end paying off.
And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better, or it's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. And now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which can be described only as gripping. The one and only Shaquille O'Neal. Wait, before you do that, how'd it go down?
You know, it's fine, but nothing can replace video. Look at this right here. That's the money talking.
I shot 55%. Damn, that's pretty good. Olajuwon only had 9. I feel like he had a lot more than that.
And that's all
Look
we
at
have
Shaq.
for now.
Get it.
Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Hakeem Olajuwon has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on
You got half, more than half his team's points.
Shouldering the load.
Damn.
Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
They've got Karis LeVert. DeBusschere is out there with Peja Stojakovic. And there's Chauncey Billups. And it's Olajuwon in its center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Here's Porzingis. Chalk up 2 there. Porzingis has got 6.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Stojakovic. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Billups passes to DeBusschere. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
What the hell? That's from the first quarter. Why are they showing that?
Celtics leading by 10. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament, get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who said, in the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity. Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the right side. Billups against Hughes. Pass to Zerbiak. Here's the 3. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 8. Stojakovic with the 3. The basket off the assist from Billups.
And Stojakovic, a super sniper. He can knock it down from anywhere, but the 3-ball is his specialty.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a look look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule.
We got Paul
On
Pierce,
Sunday,
Steven
they'll continue
Adams,
the road trip,
like
heading
Jerry
out to
West,
Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
Allen
And
Iverson.
on Wednesday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Denver Nuggets. First one falls for him.
Yeah, and Serbiak loves shooting the ball. All he needs is a little daylight, and he is ready to fire.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Al Horford is checked in for Olajuwon. Walker comes in for DeBusschere. Marley's checked in for Stojakovic. And Walker subbed in for Karis LeVert. And a change for the Celtics. O'Neal's checked in. Now here's Billups. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Dude, what? I thought I was going to sling the shit out of that.
Bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 7. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
All right, we're up by
Horford
5.
is such a
We're up by 10,
tremendous
but
passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively?
And here is Hughes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Him. Oh, the power on that prudent.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis.
Damn, he just thrown him down right over Horford's face.
Point, maybe
Right over Horford's face. Oh.
After the basket by
No.
Walker with a clean
No.
look from outside off
I
the
don't think
mark.
so, Antoine.
Hamby down low. Who's guarded by Billups. Here's Hughes. Eddie Jones on the wing. Shot clock at 5. With the fadeaway. Offensive rebound. Here's Camby. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Marcus Cammy's a beast.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. .103 left in the third quarter. Now here is Horford. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Billups. That shot off the mark. Good D by Hardaway. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
Jason Tatum just knows where to be.
Trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's
Nah,
the feed to Walker.
nah.
Shot clock at 6. They need this.
Nope.
Rebound by the
I got that
Celtics.
rebound. I got that rebound.
Got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Good on the shot.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Ooh, almost banged that one
It's a
down.
double-digit ball game. It's the Celtics. They lead by 14. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
I got a big lead after 3, baby. I got a big lead after 3. Let's go.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That
Nowitzki?
was
They giving
beautiful.
Nowitzki the assist of the game? Come on. I've had much better assists than that. That was an easy one.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Dennis Smith. Jason Tatum is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway.
What?
And it's Nowitzki in at the five.
Al Horford from
The
three?
incredible shooting touch of Al Horford. He added that range game during his time in Atlanta.
Nowitzki, the pass to Tatum. And it's sent back by Horford.
Damn.
Stojakovic with it. Pass to Walker from downtown. Here's to Busher. Tries yet again. That shot off. Now Boston takes it the other way. Smith scanning the floor. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense.
That was too easy. Big Porzingis, baby. Take it to the hole.
Discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And the Lakers call time here. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Olajuwon's checked in for the Lakers. Karis LeVert comes in for Marlins. Boston also with the sub. Jones checked in for Dennis Smith. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel
Ooh,
talk
get that
to the
out.
team during the break.
Get that out.
He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now here's LeVert. Outside, Walker.
A 3-second call? Get that shit out of here. What? How did Porzingis not block the shit out of that?
On that shot, but boy, the toughness and focus is right there.
Walker against Hardaway. He kicks to Nowitzki. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game. And Walker's got the ball here for the Lakers. 15-point game. Jones against LeVert. Here's Walker. Count it.
Damn, Kemba.
Walker's got 4 points.
Amongst the trees.
How about the outstanding concentration from the veteran? Kemba Walker so adept at staying in control through these finishes.
Now here's Hardaway. Nowitzki right side. Shoots over Olajuwon. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. DeBusschere's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Walker. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Hardaway. It's stolen by And Walker kicks to LeVert. And the 3 off target.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Shot from 16. Here's Nowitzki, and denied. He sends it right
Jesus
off the
Christ, Nowitzki.
inside.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And it's Hardaway with the jam.
Damn! Penny Hardaway going to the hole.
One side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Boston.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Dirk Nowitzki.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end.
Dirty Dirk
the
getting the
anchor
player of
their
the game.
defense.
Dirty
That's
Dirk.
as complete a performance as we've seen.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team. Going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. Now Hardaway, after Robert Covington missed from long range. It's Hardaway with the drive. And the shot goes down. And the Celtics lead by 18.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now here's Covington. Left side Davis, 5 to shoot. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, I really like Kevin Knox taking the initiative and seeking contact right there. Nicely done.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
Ooh, good on both,
Think
baby.
about Kevin Knox, 1 year
Up
of
by
collegiate
20?
basketball at the University of Kentucky before being picked 9th overall in 2018. Let's remember, he's young, but he seemed to be prepared for the bright lights.
The pass to Lopez. To end the run.
Get out of here, Lopez. What are we doing?
Here's Knox. Can't connect. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's why we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
I wonder if I should put the graphics on like ultra.
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.
I mean,
This is Kevin Harlan,
I'm
along
pretty
with
sure
those
I'm running at higher than 60 frames. I'm at one. I mean, it gave me the option to run at 165. Maybe I just put it on the highest.